You are alone. Your only company is a space station that you cannot personally connect with. However, you're in luck. There's a distress beacon that needs answering. Scavenger SV-4 is one of my personal favorite games with endless replayability. In this video, I'll be taking you through the extremely personalized storyline of Scavenger, showing you my choices and experiences that created my ending. Each outcome is different, and I only have so much time for you all and for myself, so I've limited the gameplay to 2 playthroughs, so I can vary the clips that are shown in between. This is the introduction of a new type of content to my channel, that being full game review content, and I want to test the waters with this game and one other to see how I could do in the future. Since I expect these videos to be long, I'll be giving you my immediate review on the game so you know how I feel on it beforehand, and, if you want to continue watching, remain for my narration of gameplay events. This is also a barrier to ensure that people are not spoiled if they want to know more about this game, and any games in the future. So if you're one of those people that like to be completely oblivious before getting your hands on the game, I'm a person who will let you do that. To begin my review, Scavenger SV-4 is, in my opinion, a near perfect game, easily a 4 out of 5. The immersive environment is stellar, with sounds and ambiance making your ship feel singular and alone in this endless void of space. Your research station beeping and clicking away, your engines rumbling, and your life support wheezing as it keeps you breathing. Every sound in SV-4, intentional or not, makes the entire game feel like you were in this ship. Gameplay-wise, it's quite simple, driving a rover around a planet, collecting artifacts, and ensuring you don't die of radiation poisoning. Graphics are honestly quite good for the style of game it's going for. I like the texture warping and the almost early 2000s feel of the game. It reminds me a lot of Unreal Tournament, a game that I grew up playing. Of course, that's a personal bias, but this is my review and opinion after all. To conclude quickly, Scavenger SV-4 is unique and atmospheric with gameplay that can keep you hooked if you like roguelikes. Even though that sits at 15 USD, every penny is worth it, since everyone is personalized to what you do and what you pick up. You'll see what I mean later on, or if you pick it up for yourself. Now, let's get into what this game is about. Suit up Scavenger, because we're not scrapping ships anymore. It's time to make some real money. We begin in our bunk, waking up from an assumedly long trip into the outer rim of the galaxy. Our living quarters are quite compact, having a bed, desk, bathroom, and that's about it. On the monitor is a log of our journey, listing how we overheard about the job from other people in the station and how we scrapped just to get by to get to this location. We want to score big, not just continue to scrape by with 10 credits an hour. Hell, we better get a payout with the danger we're putting ourselves in. I decided to go to the ship and make sure all the systems are running correctly. Cockpit navigation? Check. Scientific auxiliaries? Online. Cargo bay and drone? They look in order. Garage and maintenance bay? I hope that works. Engineering? Yeah, from what it looks like, all of it's working. Life support? It says it works, so I'm gonna trust it. Storage bay looks fine and sadly empty of any loot. The med bay works after a quick scan, letting me know of the intense radiation. Now that we've checked everything off, I should probably get the drone out and start the planetfall. I have no clue what any of these panels do for me, but they're probably important for the ship's autopilot. I established the communication sync with the rover, starting a video feed, and launch it into outer space. It slowly moves forward and starts its entrance into orbit, the sound of plasma rushing past the camera as it breaks into atmosphere. This is where we'll be spending most of our time, moving around and collecting anything of value. From the looks of where we've landed, we've already got a lot to observe. Some weird polygonal trees, a large structure, and a couple small machines. I decided to head over to the leftmost item, working my way from the wall back. An object is detected nearby, and I approach this hexagonal plate as my manipulator arms collect something. As I go on, there are more things to find, grabbing some items from these 2 other large structures before having to start heading back due to my storage bay being full. I got some time to kill while I wait for the rover to collect this item, so I head to the medbay and check on my health. Already not looking good. From these few minutes, I've already got cellular damage and minor radiation sickness coming in. Going back to the rover quickly to make sure I haven't missed anything, I want to check out this weird forest, so I approach it. Ow! Ow! What the hell? What the fuck? That hurts! Get out of there! Ow! Okay, lesson learned. Do not go into the forest without some form of protection. The question is, what do I have that will protect me from lightning forests? Maybe these items I found will help me. Once the rover's back on board, I shoved them into the science lab before putting my rover into the garage for repairs. The research took a lot of time, so I go and repair my poor rover while I wait. I'm lucky that these items are stock from a company, since otherwise I'd have to gamble for their success. Now that those are repairing, I check in on the items I recovered. So far, I've got some sort of laser and a weird optical device. I first guess it's a gun and a camera. Great, that'd give me some form of defense from something, and a new way to see. After some more waiting, a lot of waiting, since this last part was damaged, I find that it's actually not a camera, and it's another form of laser. That won't help me much in the short term, but maybe I can sell it for something even in its damaged state. A quick check on the live support to see how those levels are doing, and I find out the terminal's actually broken. A quick reset from engineering will fix it soon, so I set that in queue and go give myself another lovely dose of radiation treatment. Scavenger is all about optimizing the time you have, putting certain items in queue before others and determining which tasks are of higher demand than others. Now that I've repaired most of my drone, I go to the cockpit, reset the landing location so I don't get shocked upon re-entry, and let the rover fall. The music in the bedroom isn't bad, but the Dungeon Road game is much more enjoyable. Classic RPG revolving around a grid and loot. Pretty Diablo-like, though I never played the old Diablo games. I hear the drone break atmosphere and immediately head back, looking where to go next. The structures in the distance look enticing, so I dash over there as quick as the drone will go. The items I get from these are unknown to me as of yet, but I'm more curious about what these structures are. A three-legged ship, maybe? What is this altar? Was or is there a civilization that sacrifices animals or their own to some deity? What is this rocket booster looking thing? Is this a form of propulsion or just a structure foreign to my human mind? Other civilizations, species, and cultures are quite interesting, especially when you don't know what any of they do means to you. There's also this weird quadruple pyramid looking structure, or gargantuan house, and some other altar or maybe astrological device. I'll have a lot to think about on the way back home. I've also got a lot of items to research, so I'd better get at it. 4 items to research will take a very long time, since the machine will have to change its priorities across 4 devices, so I need to make the most of my time. Can't just sit around and wait for this to finish, I need to go find more things to grab. Launch the driver and, again, making the most of my time, I help the machine research these items with my own calculations. I'm pretty curious about this unknown item, since I've never seen one like that before. Hopefully the machine can research it before I'm finished on the planet. Alright, it looks like everything is done. Let's take a look at our haul. Surge capacitor, a skeletal sample, a load bank, and a metal detector. Interesting. What were these aliens doing on this world? Is there something beneath the surface? How did this particular one become frozen in cryostasis? Did it die during the cryostasis procedure? I mean, it's a skeletal sample. I quickly stop asking myself questions as I see something on the camera feed. Try like a creature with a dodecahedron capsule on its rear. Whatever that is, I'm not messing around with it. I'll just take my leave. Should probably recall my rover before something happens to it. I take a look at the items in my garage. The metal detector, well, detects metal. The load bank is able to take large amounts of electrical power, and the surge capacitor is able to charge and discharge electrical power. Pretty handy stuff, seeing as I just lost my auxiliary generator. I decide to install all of it, hoping to find use for it later. Probably later. After some record keeping and organization, I go back to the AutoDoc to get a checkup. It's not looking any better than before. My body now has mild radiation sickness with permanent cellular damage. What in the world happened to this planet for it to emit so much radiation? Was it a nuclear conflict? Was it always this way, forcing species on world to adapt? Is it a protective measure set in place by an advanced civilization? I don't think we'll ever know. I modified my rover some more, giving it a gun, some better cameras, metal detector, and other gizmos and gadgets. There's no more audio, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Going back on world, I want to figure out what else is here. I saw something that definitely wasn't a structure before, and now I see more of the same. I see another one of those tri-legged dodecahedron thingies in the background of this poor quality camera. There's one right in front of me too, and it's certainly a being. Whatever it is has a rocket launcher, and with my dinky pulse laser combined with the lightning forest, I'm not taking that chance, not with all this valuable equipment. I think I've hauled enough for one day. It's better for my health too. I can see red starting to appear in the corner of my vision. I install all of the alien equipment from the river, place it in the storage bay, and go to the cockpit. I tap my finger on the exit orbit button, confirm the destination, and launch myself back home. At the end of my expedition, I have a hefty wallet of 32,467 credits, some alien information, and a hard, permanent dose of radiation sickness. Lovely, my favorite. I action off whatever I recover from the barren wasteland of a world, becoming the talk of the station and a new story across all of humanity's worlds, attention that I never thought I'd ever get. Surprisingly, the people voted me to become the mayor of Omega Station. An outcome I didn't think would ever happen, but welcome nonetheless. As it turns out, I'm quite good at keeping everything in order. That, my friends, was Scavenger SV-4. I hope I illustrated why this game means a lot to me and why it's one of my favorites. I also hope this video encouraged you to pick up the game and try it out for yourself. These review videos are going to be a little interesting, seeing as it's content I haven't tried in full before. But the F3H2 Demon video was really inspiring me to make another one, seeing as people like that one a lot. So here we go. I've made another one. I hope you enjoyed it. Next up is going to be either SCP-5K or probably Void Crew. Maybe one of those two. It might even be Signalis, I'm not sure. There's a lot of games that I want to review, but in the end, I have things to do. So, I'm NavyD24, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you, and goodbye for now.